Ode to the West Wind. This is a poem by Shelley, and I have earlier discussed the various lines of the poem and given an explanation of those lines. Now, in this poem, I would be talking especially about the various interpretations of the poem, its themes, the role of the poet, and the various influences which were there, which prompted Shelley to write this poem. Now, to begin with, this poem is written with a message, and I would like to quote the last lines of the poem, where the poet says, "If winter comes, can spring be far behind?" Now, in these lines lies the crux, the theme of the poem. Since we have already discussed the various lines and what could be their possible meaning, in this lecture of mine, I would try to concentrate upon the various themes of this poem and how the very form of the poem, the very mode of the poem or the very style of the poem help in bringing about the theme. Now, this poem is in itself very innovative. It is an ode, but it is a mixture of Pindaric and Horatian ode, because Pindaric odes were mostly for public address. They were meant for general addresses. They meant for things which could be said um, in public, things which meant or which were important for public address. And Horatian ode was personal, was very emotional, was very individual, it was very lyrical. So, in this poem, the poet is addressing the public, is trying to address the whole universe, is trying to address the whole human generation at large, and it is trying to give message to the whole human generation. But at the same point of time, he is very individual when he says, "Oh, lift me as a wave, as a leaf, as a cloud. I fall upon the thorns of life. I bleed." So he's somewhere very personal, but at the same point of time, he knows what could be the role of a poet. What a poet should be visionary. A poet should look somewhere beyond his age. A poet should look for revolution. A poet should look for change. A poet should look for social change. A poet should look for political change. A poet should know that what is right for the society, what is right for the country, what should be the values which should be adopted. And the poet should be someone of a craftsman, someone of an architect, who is trying to build a new nation, who is trying to try to construct new ideas, new theories which are for the well-being of people at large, theories which are for the well-being of the world at large. So Shelley had all these ideas in his mind, but he said that as it is written on his grave, once whose name is written water. Though he did not have any grave, if you call grave in the definite terms of the meaning, because his body was never found. So this way, this poem is very deep, very intense, and at the same point of time very abstract. And now when we talk of theme, it has the theme of nature at its center. Nature is not projected as something which is there to give you all happiness, or which is there to take you in its lap, and which is there to protect you from all the vices, or which is there like a mother, or which is there like a friend, or which is there like a guide, or which is there like a teacher. But here the nature is very different. Nature is all abstract, but at the same point of time it is physical too. When he talks of leaves, when he talks of oceans, when he talks of various palaces, when he talks of various stars, when he talks of the storms, when he talks of the talks of a big tree, when he talks of clouds, when he talks of forests, he is trying he's trying to build a painting, a colorful painting, painting which is talking of some dance of death. When he talks of different colors of leaves, yellow, red, pestilence stricken, hectic red, and yellow or black, he's talking of death. When he's talking of a magician, when he's talking of an enchanter, when he's talking of ghost, he's taking you to a different world, a world which is very abstract, but at the same point of time which has figures from the real world, or which has figures from a world which has been imagined, or which has been visualized by Shelley. But through this world, he wants to take you to a world which is a different world, which is a world which is reformed, and which is a world which we can say a utopian world, where Shelley wants to take all of us, wants such a world to exist, such a world to come into existence. And then nature for Shelley is not all warmth, is not all peace. Nature can be a preserver, nature can be a destroyer. And in the same way, the role of the poet is that of a hero. Role of a poet is that of a tragic hero. When he says, when he talks of his own pain, he talks of his own tragedy. Somewhere there is a sense of loss of his own son, or there is a feeling disturbed by the French, by a lot of bloodshed in various wars, or in various revolutions, or there is a disillusionment. One wants liberty, equality, fraternity, but at the same point of time one thinks at what cost. So all these things, and various political strategies, or various things which Shelley finds cruel. He's an angel who is desperate, for peace, who is desperate for love, who is seeking love, and who wants a better world to come into existence. So this type of spirit is there. When he talks of Prometheus unbound, is somewhere there is a spirit of renaissance, where there is a spirit of Satan too. It's not all godly, it's somewhere, because leaves are not all preservers, they are destroyers too. It is not all creation, it is destruction too. Because when he talks of vegetation in the ocean, the vegetation, the foliage over there is shedding its leaves. Then when he talks of oceans, oceans are not at peace, they are dreaming, but somewhere their dreams are disturbed. Then when he talks of that big tree which has its origin in the land, and which rises to the sky, that tree in itself is somewhere his own dream, which he wants that the world should be like that big tree which has its big boughs, and which has its existence, or its origin in the deep roots roots of the earth, but which spreads to the universe. In the same way he wants to scatter his thoughts in the universe, in the whole universe, and awaken them somewhere. As a poet, he wants that his poetry to be recognized. He himself wants to be recognized, and he himself wants to blow the trumpet of victory over the whole universe, and he wants to end with a note, positive note of bringing spring to the whole world.